Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Your video is about to start. I wanted to remind you of our newer Wednesday, 1 p.m. live stream Q&A on all things Social Security. Visitors are welcome to post a question in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer it. It's on a first come, first serve basis, so please get there on time. Otherwise, if you care to be a member and get some different kinds of perks, feel free to click the join button below or just click it to learn about them. Anyway, I hope to see you Wednesday. If not, enjoy the video. Bye now. Happy Sunday. Okay, this is the Social Security roundup for the week of January 27th through February 1st. Unreal. Unreal. Can you believe we're through the first month of 2025? Wow. Okay, so let's get to it. January 27th, we went over um, it was when claimants sometimes, you may have felt this way at some point, they're embarrassed about some of the contents of what they think the contents of their medical records. Maybe it's a particular impairment or a treatment. They may not even think it's relevant to their disability, so they don't want to include it because they're embarrassed about it and they want it to be not going anywhere other than the medical provider. And I just kind of caution against that. It's very, very confidential when it goes to the SSA. I mean, it's like Fort Knox. And the only people that see it there are the people reviewing them to determine if you're disabled. And you might be surprised at how something that you don't think is relevant to disability really is. It might be one of those little crumbs that get you from 98% to the finish line, the other 2% to the finish line. So I don't think you should ever worry about not sharing all of your providers or trying to get any provider to carve out some of their records and not provide them. I think that can be a big mistake. Not to mention, we're somewhat obligated to send all of our, somewhat, we are obligated to send our disability related medical um, providers, good, better, ugly, to the SSA. So aside from the fact that it's wholly confidential and you should not worry about it, your neighbor's not gonna get their hands on it, at least not via the SSA. It may be some other avenue at your house, but not through this. So I wouldn't worry about that. I think it's really important that you make your case as strong as it can be. Okay, so for Tuesday, January 28th, we were diving into the grids again, and this was going to town specifically. I think I even showed the grids in this one for the 50 to 54-year-olds and where the path to disabled can be found in the chart, and the 55 and above claimants. So take a look, see if you are 50 and above or soon to be. On the, looks like the 28th. Yeah, the 28th, we had our live stream. That must be Wednesday. Okay, yeah, that was the live stream. So in case you missed it, it is up there, having been published now by YouTube as a replay. It's about 2 hours. It's all questions and answers. So take a look, see if you're interested in that. Then on the 29th, no, the 28th was, 27th was Monday. 28th was Tuesday. Okay. 29th, we had, sorry about that, Wednesday, the live stream. The 30th, this was about some really, really unethical fake news scammers out there. And they are on social media, and I've even heard it out of some politicians' mouths. Concerns that Social Security, SSI, food stamps, SNAP, Medicaid, Medicare. Oh my God, by pausing the spending in financial aid under certain programs means those are going to be part of those programs. Not so. It's completely other spendings that are being paused to take a look to see if any of it is going out inappropriately. Um, we know now that there were many, many inappropriate spendings going on, one of which was which is about to take place. I think they were able to halt it because of this. 50 million to Gaza for condoms. Yep. And which is a real pip considering what Gaza did with condoms back in 2021 that killed a lot of people. So I'm not sure if that was like a cruel joke on Americans or not. But anyway, that is one of the several that were halted. And it also happened to be halting um, sending money to other countries um, while they're determining whether that's something we should be spending or should we be spending it on our own people and shoring up our own programs, such as SSI, Social Security, Medicare, and whatnot. So I take it as a good thing, but some people, fraudsters in particular, clickbaiters, are seeking to make people afraid by giving out false information, um, which can only hurt you. Okay, Friday was fraud law review. This was West Virginia fellow, not so good fellow. He stole his disabled father's VA benefits as well as his Social Security retirement benefits to the tune of over $250,000, and he was busted. And I think that one someone responded because I often ask in these things, so do you think the punishment was good enough or what? And I appreciated the person who gave an opinion about, yeah, it probably was good enough under the circumstances because XYZ. So that was kind of fun. I think I saw that today or yesterday. Um, February 1st. Yeah. Okay. So yesterday, this was, I see this a lot. Chiropractic care. Some people, that's all they got when it comes to their muscular skeletal issues and why there can be a problem if you are relying on your chiropractor and those records to win your Social Security disability or SSI claim. It's filled with problems. So we go over that so that you can know and you can make better choices. Doesn't necessarily mean getting rid of your chiropractor by any means, but there's some additional things you're going to have to do. All right, I think that's it. Yahoo. All right, so I hope you all had a great week. Mine was okay. I'm feeling better today than I did yesterday and the day before. So I will be around this week. We have our live stream Wednesday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would love it if you joined. And if you want to get your question in there, try to come as early as possible. It's a first in, first out question and answer. And in all honesty, I have been taking them till the end and I have stayed over time, but there will come a time when I won't do that. So um, you just might want to come on time. All right. All right. I think that's it. I hope you all have a great week. I hope you have a safe week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. It's still Sunday. Did you miss last week's Social Security roundup? Not this week that you just heard, but the one prior to that, and want to catch up? I'm attaching it now. Have a great day. Bye. Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Sunday's Social Security roundup for the week of January 20th. Ooh, Monday, January 20th. That was an exciting day, huh? Through Saturday, January 25th. Okay, so let's get to it. On Monday, the 20th, we talked about the extra benefits that might be available to the other spouse or the spouse of a worker who has now collected Social Security. So the working spouse is now retired or disabled, collecting Social Security, and his dependents are therefore now potentially eligible for benefits. And sometimes it's actually a non-disabled spouse, young as can be, when they have a child in care that they are largely staying home to care for. So we go into that a little bit. That was Monday the 20th. On the 21st, oh yeah, this was a share about apparently a union finagled agreement with the SSA, courtesy of Commissioner O'Malley before he decided to jump ship and become the chairman of the DNC very recently, maybe at the end of 2024, allowing the teleworking staff of the federal SSA workers to continue teleworking despite the very poor customer service right now that has been, and for the last few years, that has been going on at the field offices, including no one's answering the phones oftentimes, and people are not able to get basic things done or answered in terms of their Social Security matter. This includes our disabled people and our seniors who might not be able to readily make a visit to an SSA office or negotiate things on the internet, if such thing is even available on the internet, which is limited. But at the same time, when allowing more telework, when there's a phone problem and a customer service problem already, uh, there's also a lot of we don't allow in person. So even though you can't get through on the phone, you also can't show up at our office. We are not open to the public. You must make an appointment. And of course, appointments are very, very uh, spread into the future. So we go into a little bit of that, a little bit of event. We'll see what happens. On on Wednesday the 22nd, we had our live 1 p.m. Q&A. It's a live stream on YouTube. Everybody's welcome to join. And it's just about answering any questions you have on Social Security matters to the extent they can be answered generally and in a public forum like that. That will be conceivably, guys, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to join the next one. That was our second one. We had one the week before, so we just kind of started this. On the 23rd, we had, a little tip about keeping Medicaid when you are leaving SSI because you became eligible for DAC on a parent's work record. It is a law that applies, so it's really, really important for new DAC people who were on SSI and receiving Medicaid because of that, not necessarily losing their Medicaid because they have this greater income from DAC. It's an exception to the general rule about income and SSI, and it's super, super important. Friday, of course, was the 24th, and it was a fraud law review about a Florida fellow who defrauded not just SSA, but Medicare and the VA by faking PTSD and or the severity of the PTSD for 14 years and accumulating it was over $750,000 from those three areas I just mentioned, due to his fraud. So he was busted. Well deserved, I would say. And then Saturday, end of our week, this was about claimants sometimes worries or anxiety or just really lack of comfort with the idea that the SSA might have access to one or more pieces of medical record that may not even be relevant to the disability, and if it's possible to keep that out of the hands of the SSA. And I go into a little bit of that and maybe what shouldn't be so worrisome. Um, so if that's something that's up your alley, feel free to take a look. That was Saturday the 25th. Okay, so I hope you all had a great week and have a better week going forward. Enjoy your Sunday and take care of yourself and your own. And I will see you later. Have a good one.